Hello, this is Angela here from Soul Tarot. Thank you for joining me this week. This is the weekly reading for the 22nd to the 28th of April 2019. I hope you're having a wonderful Easter. We're having a lovely long weekend here in Australia and the weather is just gorgeous for autumn. So this is a weekly reading for the week ahead, and what I normally do is go through each card 1, 2 and 3 individually and then combine it as a collective. So it's, if you have chosen through my Facebook page Soul Tarot with Angela 1, 2 or 3, you will get your message of 1, 2 or 3 and also a combined reading at the end. So the energies for this week, as you may well feel if you are sensitive to energy, that we have had the full moon, and I've been talking about that on my page. It's been in Libra, we've had the sun in Aries, and that has meant some interesting times with relationships, potential conflicts, potential separations, potential endings, but also mental outlook changes. And the cards this week actually support some of what I'm talking about there with the energy of the full moon. So it's quite interesting. The cards don't lie. So what I feel that as the week progresses, you will have a little bit more of a sense of the lessons learned from the full moon, because the full moon, it always amplifies what you need to know about a person, about a situation, about yourself. So coming out of the full moon energy, things will wane a little bit, things will relax a little bit more, and you'll be able to see what some of those things are, that key takeaways that you can then use for relationships or for work or any new venture that you want to start. So 3 cards. We've got the Knight of Water, Queen of Water and 6 of Air. Now the Knight of Water here, Knight is a court card. Water in this particular tarot deck, and this one is from Doreen Virtue, the Angel Tarot cards. Water represents cups in traditional tarot. So you can see the words there: emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, contemplative. And falling in love or wedding proposals, the need to balance emotions and invitation to a social event. So we'll just expand on that a little bit. It's always handy to have a few words on there to trigger what the messages are, but I also channel a lot of messages from source and connect to what's really what other meanings there might be. So you'll find this week there might be some quite deep emotions that are coming within you, coming from within you, or coming you can notice from someone else around you. So I just feel that it's from a relationship mostly that these emotions are coming from, and it might even be that you are meeting someone this week that you suddenly feel like not that you've met someone, I think that you've already met the person, but I think that your feelings are starting to deepen and you feel like you might be falling in love. So that might resonate for some people. It might even mean some kind of a proposal from this person, maybe even a wedding proposal. It's interesting when this card comes up because of the deep emotions. Sometimes deep emotions over deep. Now I don't know whether there's such a word as over deep, but they're quite intense, and it might mean those intense emotions may need some rebalancing, because it can lead to some overwhelm to some people. Sometimes this card's really nice because it means you could be more social. You might meet someone through a social occasion if you're looking to find a partner, but there's just more social opportunities. So but as I said, it could be that you're interacting with someone this week who's a little bit emotional, a little bit romantic, idealistic, sensitive, enthusiastic, you know, quite sort of youngish type energy, but you know that there might be some intense emotions around this person. So that's the Knight of Water, the Queen of Water. Now again, the water represents emotions, and it represents the cups in traditional tarot. So you can see from this card here, it's got the beautiful wings under the water. There you can see the depths of the ocean, all of the aquarian life around there. So again, you know, this is representing emotional issues. It's always about feelings when it comes to cups, comes to water. And I just feel like there's been an involvement of some kind in either relationship with yourself, in maturity within yourself, or involved with other people. Now it could be with your lover or partner, it could be within your family. You might be seeing things with a new sense of peace or calm, you know, and that's going to bring you closer. You know, it's going to get to a different level, and you'll have insights as to what you think that you need to be doing next. You know, you'll get insights, and you know, feel that you can trust the situation, trust things around you, and you know, that's a nice feeling to have. Yeah, I just feel that that's potentially what you're going to be feeling this week. You know, when it comes to the energy of the week too, you know, we've got holidays in Australia. It could even be representing you who wants to be sort of more connected to your family this week, spend a bit more time being loving, and you know, you've got the unconditional sort of love inside of you. You're very patient, you're very generous. So it might be that you're tapping into that this week in terms of, you know, being with family, but it might be what's needed for this week, or you've reached that juncture, that point. So that's a little bit about the Queen of Water. Now, the Six of Air is always a lovely card. I always find this is really good to receive after you've gone through a real sort of heavy period of conflict. You know, it often means that, you know, things have been difficult. There could have been a little bit of depression. There could have been some illness around you, and all those horses that you can see that are all lit up and on a boat moving forward. You know, that means that there's really going to be some forward movement now. Air represents swords in traditional tarot. Swords is about mental energy. So I really feel now, you know, if there have been hard times around you, that the worst is behind you, and you're seeing the light. You're coming out of that stressful time, and the winds of change are now sort of in your favour. So in that sense, if you have been waiting for some time to make changes, this can be then indicating a really good time to move forward with plans for changes in relationships, or within family, or within career. So, you know, and again, what I was mentioning before with the Queen of Water, and even with this whole full moon, you know, this is very telling about the energy, is that, you know, it's really going to shine a light. You come through a difficult cycle, and you're going to find that, you know, things are going to resolve, that your outlook is, as a result of your outlook, things are going to start shifting. So it's a cycle almost that you've had to have in some ways to get to where you are now. And sometimes they can take, you know, a few months or even longer. So that's a little bit about number 3 card. Now, when I put it all together, what I feel is that, you know, the energy of this Knight of Water, that, you know, there's a potential for you meeting, if you're asking for the three cards. I feel that there's a couple of scenarios here. One of them being that, you know, you've got some very deep emotions you're trying to process at the moment that are a little overwhelming, that you are going to sort of look within your heart and, you know, develop a new sort of level of understanding of whatever those emotions are, and it could be to do with someone. And, you know, it's about trusting your intuition, and this is what it's saying to you, that you have the ability to change your perception and love without condition, knowing that everybody is perfectly imperfect. And the Six of Air shows that is an outcome of all this is that, you know, with those deep emotions and intense emotions that you're feeling, and using that intuition to work through some of those feelings, whether it's in relationship, whether it's within yourself, within your own spiritual growth, that if the time has been difficult and intense emotionally, you are going to find you coming out mentally much stronger out the other end. Things are going to look up, and it's going to be the end of a difficult situation for you. Could literally even mean taking a trip to get away from that, to help you to sort of like flush that out. So I feel like those emotions, you know, they're going to get flushed out with all that water, and you are going to sort of enter more of a sort of a renewed period of movement. So I hope that reading's helped you in some way. I'm wishing you all the best for a beautiful week ahead. And please, if this reading is resonating for you, to get further information, an individual reading, please reach out to soultarot.co. My name is Angela, or on my Facebook page, Soul Tarot with Angela. So I look forward to reading for you again next week. Love and light, Angela.